Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to game 2. So, our player in the blue actually went first, but he just ended his turn. Pretty much with most ZW decks, you can't really OTK or really do much when your opponent doesn't have a monster, because some cards actually require your opponent to control a monster like Cyber Dragon, and obviously you can't OTK first turn unless you're playing some like Exodia or some alternate win condition deck. But our player in the red actually opened up with something decent now. Let's go ahead and open up with the Watchers chat. Who is Justin? Is that Let's go ahead. Oh, this is I gotta read the Chronomaly because I gotta see how these guys work. If if there's a better way to run ZWs, I'd like to check it out. So, once per turn, you can increase the level of all Chronomaly monsters you control by 1. Okay. So, it's going to activate the effect of Golden Jet. And ooh, is there some, like, wind up, is there some card that's similar to Wind Up Shark? Okay. You can discard this card to the graveyard, add 1 Chronomaly monster from your deck or your graveyard to your hand, except for itself. Okay. Alright, so I'm trying to wonder, what is the point of that? Is it just special summons to level 5? And then maybe he's got instant fusion or something. But I mean, there is technically 3 back rows, so our player in the red, you know, has a lot of options to probably get rid of something. But sometimes, I don't know if you guys have played against Bujins, but sometimes they set a lot of those Bujin cards where it's a trap card, and it allows you to target one of your, I believe one of the Bujins in the graveyard or one of your banished ones or something like that. And it has, I think it puts the banished one back to the graveyard and the graveyard card back to your hand. So he's going to special summon the boy, and he's going to go ahead and special summon another one. Okay, so let's see if he goes for I don't know what he's going to make in this position, because if you guys have seen Chronomaly's, oh no, I'm sorry, not Chronomaly's, but the Bujin archetype, you can never attack them because they always have the freaking crane. They always have that card. Plus they have Honest, so at that point there's 4 monsters where if they happen to have it, you're not destroying that monster by battle. It's not looking too good. Unless you got 5-headed dragon out or something ridiculous like that. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Oh, he's going to go for Zenmayo. That's a pretty nasty play, because now he can detach 1 material to destroy 2 set cards on the field. So if he doesn't have a response to this, man, our player in the blue is going to have significant control over what he can do. Ooh, he's going to compulse that card, unfortunately. So that will not get its effect, because its effect doesn't happen when it's summoned. Otherwise, yeah, he would be able to get that effect. So, he's going to pay 2,000 life points to special summon that Garbage Lord. Ooh, man, he's got that ZW Eagle Claw. Man, this thing's looking pretty good for his build, because he always happens to have that Garbage Lord. But other than that, I don't really see much use of this like early on in the game, unless you've taken some damage. But, you know, it's definitely pretty nasty to deal with, you know, consistently just pumping out monsters. Void Ogre Dragon. That would have been pretty good to pull off, because, well, he'd have to control no, I mean, he'd have to have no cards in hand, I believe, which he might be able to do. So he's going to go ahead and go for another 5. Serves you right. But I don't know how valuable that card would be in this deck. But we'll see what he makes, because I'm actually kind of curious myself, because he does happen to have the option to go for a 8 and a 4. I'm trying to think what would be the best 8 and 4 to actually make. I'd almost make Scrap Dragon myself, because every freaking time I end up trying to attack this card, it always ends up being freaking the crane in their hand. Or you can go for number 61 Volcasaurus. That would have been a pretty good card to go for now, because there's not that Bujin card in the graveyard where it's like if your opponent targets card, it like negates the activation of it. It doesn't destroy the monster, but I mean, this thing is still 3,000. So let's see what he does. He's going to go ahead and add Eagle Claw. Okay, I gotcha. So you can go ahead and special summon Eagle Claw 1 more time, and he can just make number 61. I mean, this card can't attack directly, but he can still go for... He might be able to go for OTK. Let's see what he goes for. Because, man, this player in the blue, he just keeps on pushing. He's really aggressive. I mean, that's what his deck is definitely designed to do. Yeah, so, I mean, our player in the red is correct, though. Once he gets basically rid of everything, well, I mean, once you get rid of your opponent's hand, you basically win. It's not like Infernities where they can be like, oh, top deck Archfiend, I win now, or, you know, Light Swim when they go top deck Judgment Dragon and instantly secure victory simply because of that card also. But yeah, avoid Ogre Dragon would have been nice to make. Like right now would be a excellent time to make it. Let's go ahead and open up Watcher Chat while he decides what to go for. One Dark Hole, and it's over. Yeah, it's true. If he does Dark Hole, it's definitely over. What's 11 inches? Sephiroth salty because he lost. Well, I mean, it was an OTK deck, and he's going for Zenmayo. Oh, dang, he plays multiple Zenmayo. Oh, never mind, he got compulsed. What am I talking about? Sent that thing straight back to the extra deck. He's going to hit 2 cards, and, oh, like I said, guys, remember, I was talking about that Bujin card that they set. Now, it all comes down to if our player in the red happens to have that one, Crane card. I don't think it was the best idea to attack because it's going to be Crane. It's going to be Crane, and he's going to be sad. I would have made Scrap Dragon, and I don't know. I just would have made Scrap Dragon. But, ooh, he doesn't have it. Or, Colossal Fighter wouldn't have been bad either. Because, Colossal Fighter is just there. And that's kind of an annoying thing to deal with. And he's just going to end his turn right then and there, leaving Garbage Ogre and a Birdman there. I don't know if that was the best move. I think he definitely had a better option if he would have made Stardust or something. To prevent, like, a Dark Hole from securing victory. But maybe there's some reason why he's not doing it. That, I just don't know his deck perfectly. So, we'll see. So he's going to summon the turtle. Okay, so he can't have the Crane because it requires a Beast Warrior. At this point, I don't know if our player in the red actually has any answer to this because, unless he drew Honest. That could be the other reason that he would do that. At the moment, our player in the blue should activate this effect because he can still add a card. He's going to discard that, and he can just go for another Garbage Ogre, or go for number 61. I think our player in the blue is actually going to secure victory. Unfortunately, like I mentioned, guys, without Yamato, can't really do much in the Bujin deck, which just hurts. I mean, even with this card, the Kazuchi, the problem is you don't have any way to cycle your cards fast enough unless you have Foolish. Well, card destruction is banned now. In the OCG, I've seen some players run Dark World Dealings in the Bujin deck, simply because it's a really easy card to obtain and just be like, okay, let me just discard one of the cards that gets an effect when it's sent to the graveyard. So he's gonna go for Adrius, which is okay thing to do. He could have added another card with this. Maybe he ran out of targets. I have no idea. But at this point, that is going to be a game. And man, even with that extra back row, that was pretty nasty to deal with. Yeah, it is an all or nothing deck. It really is. But he was able to just keep on pushing over and over. This was game 2, guys. Royal Decree, I would have side decked that card out for sure because Royal Decree against a deck that is only geared towards OTKing and not having any back row might not be the best idea. But yeah, pretty interesting deck to see the Chronomalys. I don't think it's really a Chronomaly deck. I think it's more about just a just an OTK deck that just uses the Chronomaly to special summon as well as other cards to just get out. But there is, I think it's the there's like the body and there's the skull. One of them has like the same effect of normal. Once you normal summon it, you can special summon a Chronomaly from your graveyard or something. You can go for like a Zen mains to maybe perhaps get some defense and stall until you have your right combo pieces. But he was able to OTK pretty darn fast, both in game 1 and game 2. Very interesting deck, guys. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes signing out.